All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that y'all can hear me good. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Hopefully the connection is good. We have big breaking news here from Trump. He just exposed a huge secret from the New York City communist, Muslim communist mayor. New York, a secret of new NYC Muslim mayor. I want to make sure I get that right. I can't believe that this is what's going on here in New York. A lot of people were excited about this guy and are excited about him, but they don't even know who they just voted for. So everything's coming out. We got to talk about what Trump just said. Again, it's getting pretty crazy in New York City. It's getting pretty crazy. So can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. I want to show you what Trump just put out there and what he just said. He just destroyed Democrats. He's been trolling Democrats. He was trolling AOC. He was also trolling Jasmine Crockett, and now he's trolling and going after the new NYC mayor and his deep, dark secrets of who he really is and what's about to happen to New York City, because this guy, it's not who people think he is. Especially, I read something, a lot of people were basically saying that this is the best thing that can happen. This is the best thing that can happen in New York City. But then we looked at one of the articles, and this dude is over here. You guys wouldn't even believe what I found from the New York Post, and it woke a lot of people up. I'll show you the New York Post, what I was able to put out there, because many people were excited about this. And basically, what I said was Zohan basically wants to spend $65 million on trans medical treatment, including for minors. Thank you for your gift. I appreciate you. Right? And he is, he's getting exposed everywhere. Apparently, here's the thing. I've been around Muslims my whole life. You know what I don't trust? I don't trust a Muslim who is not conservative. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't trust Christians that are not conservative. So let's talk about what Trump just said. So basically, Zohan Mamdani, the child castration communist himself, won the NYC mayoral. He just became the mayor in the primary. If he wins in November, $65 million of taxpayer dollars will be funneled into hospitals, public providers, and virtual telehealth clinics to give out hormones and surgeries to minors. All right. So now Trump comes out and Trump says it finally happened in New York City. It finally happened. The Democrats have crossed the line, Trump says. Zoran Mamdani, a 100% communist lunatic, has just won the Democratic primary and is on his way to becoming mayor. We've had radical lefties before, but this is getting a little ridiculous. He looks terrible. His voice is grating, and he is not very smart. He's got AOC +3 dummies all backing him. And even our great Palestinian senator, crying Chuck Schumer, is groveling over him. Yes, this is a big moment in the history of our country. And again, this is who he is, ladies and gentlemen. We've spoken about what he's going to do when it comes to the gender stuff. We talked about what he's going to do as a whole. And now I want to show you what he said here. Mamdani wants to weed out bigotry by implementing an 800 increase in funding for hate crime prevention programs. Again, it's all about the Rainbow Army, like Dr. Umar always says. These guys always end up having an agenda that has nothing to do with what people even voted for in the first place. Take a listen.
And I know that Jewish New Yorkers, like Jewish Americans, are fearful in this moment of anti-Semitism. They're fearful, especially after the horrific attacks that we saw in Washington, D.C. and in Boulder, Colorado. And they're fearful also in conversations that I have heard myself about life in this city. And I spoke to a Jewish man in Williamsburg not too many weeks ago who told me about the fact that he now locks the door that he used to close, that he used to keep open for years because of a fear of who may come in. I spoke to a friend of mine after October 7th who told me about going to his synagogue for Shabbat services and hearing the door open behind him and turning around with a tremor going up his back, not knowing who was walking in and what they wished for them. And ultimately, it's through the conversations I've had with Jewish New Yorkers that I have developed a proposal for the Department of Community Safety that would include an 800% increase in funding for hate crime prevention programs. Because ultimately, we cannot simply say that anti-Semitism...
What? Is he trying to stick up? What is happening here? So apparently he pledged out to weed out bigotry. How do you do that? By implementing an 800% increase in funding for hate crime prevention programs. So it's not just for Jewish Americans, but it's also for, you already know, come on, New York, you've got to be kidding me with this guy. And so he also wants to eliminate ICE. He also said that he wants to take out ICE. He has a whole agenda for this. Charlie Kirk broke this down. Charlie Kirk. You guys hear me? Mic check 1 2 1 2. I want to make sure that we're still here. I had a connection problem. Of course I did with this new Wi-Fi that I just got for this home. It's not working the best, but I hope that y'all can hear me good. I'm still here, so let's play this video while I'm here.
Now you might say, oh, let New York do whatever New York's going to do. It doesn't matter. Everybody, first of all, this is part of our turf too. It's still in the United States of America. It's not some foreign land. But understand the biggest looming issue in front of us is Project 10 million. Project 10 million is us removing 10 million illegal invaders in the interior of the United States. We have to deport 10 million people in 4 years, minimum. Be nice to get to 15, 20. 10 million is a realistic number. We're probably around 1.3 or 1.4 right now, if you count self-deportations. Big, beautiful bill will help. But if that is the pace after 6 years, after 6 months, we're going to need more work to get done. Now, mind you, if Mamdani becomes the mayor of New York City, this is all part of a Democrat strategy to fortify the major cities against President Trump. They want to fortify Los Angeles. They want to fortify San Francisco, Chicago, and New York against any of the mass deportation effort. And what's fascinating about who is actually supporting Mamdani is that it's not the working class, it's not the muscular class, not the plumbers, not the electricians, not the guys that make New York work. No, the people that are supporting Mamdani, Mamdani's biggest thrust of support is from who? Is from people that have college degrees. Andrew Cuomo, that's right. We even covered this all. Do you know Mamdani is running against Andrew Cuomo, the former disgraced governor of New York, who, by the way, would be like a moderate compared to Mamdani at this point. Cuomo leads Mamdani among voters without a 4-year college degree, 61% to 39%. So Cuomo is kind of fitting that Trump working class mold. But Mamdani leads Cuomo among college-educated voters.
It's always the college-educated voters, right? It's always these most educated people that end up voting this way. Curtis Sliwa is who's running against him. And this, if I'm not mistaken, will go down in November. And it looks like he has a huge lead against Curtis Sliwa. So many people are extremely scared in New York City about what could happen. A lot of people are just very confused as to, how liberals ended up voting for this guy. What made them vote for this guy? Him being, basically a socialist.
62% to 38%. And some of Mamdani's support is coming from the Upper East Side. It's coming from people that are very college educated, very affluent, very secular. Now, I'm not going to comment on this because I get attacked too much on this, but I am curious because I'm seeing more and more images of this, of Jewish groups that are endorsing Mamdani. I'm not going to get involved in that. If you guys want to go do that, you have the agency to do that. I'll allow Josh Hammer to hit them at a different time on this program. I'm literally not going to comment on it because everything gets spliced and taken out of context every time I even mention that topic. So have fun. Go at it. Go vote for Mamdani, Jewish Voice for Peace, or whatever, or
yeah, I got a big comment here that said, let me read this comment. I think that, Cuomo ended up dropping out because Cuomo got cooked. He got cooked. They're voting for this guy. Most of these college educated people from uptown, New York City, you know, all these, because they're spoiled and they can afford to vote for a communist socialist. That's pretty crazy. This is where we're at. This dude is like a Muslim that's liberal and for some of the weirdest things. I know a lot of Muslims in New York. They're the most conservative people I know.
Or organization, that is. But more broadly, if you live in New York City, do you want to vote for Mohammed Mao? That's basically what it is. You have Mohammed Mao as a blended political dynamic. You see, we sent out a tweet the other day. We said, you know that New York City is about to elect a Muslim socialist. It went totally viral. People said, what are you talking about? No one's even heard of this guy. His base of support are the people that have been educated to a place of stupidity. I wrote the entire book, The College Scam, for a reason, because I said the colleges are introducing idea toxins and philosophical pathogens that will deteriorate and will destabilize the United States of America. His base are the people that have the most college degrees. So basically the people that are the richest, the most sheltered, and the most out of touch with the everyday concerns. Oh, yeah, I earn $600,000 in New York. Sure. Nationalize the grocery stores. It won't be nationalized. You know.
Yeah, he wants to nationalize grocery stores. He wants state-owned grocery stores. Yo, this is about to be a crazy project in New York City, man. It's about to get pretty crazy over there. Best money brainwashing can buy. That's my thoughts on it. Those people are not smart. Are not smart by any means. Thank you so much for your $5 donation, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, many people are hating Charlie Kirk for saying this. They are saying that he is Islamophobic. He's a racist. You know, they're calling Charlie Kirk all types of names. Trump also came out and said this as well. I want to play this as well. So yeah, so this is the update here. Curtis Lewa has been endorsed now by a few big pages for New York City, right? To refund the NYPD, bring back anti-crime and gang units, and cashless bail for violent offenders, clean up homelessness, restore order, reform the city's predatory tax system. Are they going to elect Curtis Lewa? This is not the first time Curtis Lewa has ran. I've met Curtis Lewa before in person. Dope man, dope dude. But what is New York City really going to do here? A lot of people are just very, very disappointed. And again, you know, it looks like by the polls, it looks like this guy is going to be the mayor. It looks like this guy is cooking something up. And this is going to be, you know, this is going to be big. So the board czar, Tom Hammond, issues a dark warning to Zoran Mamdani, before vowing to block ICE from deporting criminal aliens if he becomes mayor of New York City. And that's one of his biggest things. I think that's one of the main reasons why he won this primary.
Candidate. He hasn't won yet, but he won the Democratic primary, Zoran Mamdani. So he's saying, I mean, this is incredible. He's vowed to kick the, quote, fascist ICE out of New York City, okay? So how do you intend to deal with that? Because I would guess there are going to be a lot of criminals and Iranian cells and whatnot in New York City. The job's not done there. What do you say to this guy?
Good luck with that. Federal law trumps him every day, every hour of every minute. We're going to be in New York City. Matter of fact, because it's a sanctuary.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy because you got Tom Homan. He don't back down from nobody. And Zoran, he's over here saying they're going to ban ICE. ICE is not going to be welcome in New York City. That's going to be very interesting. But again, you know, how did this guy get here? How did he get here? And Anomaly said this. He said, Anomaly is independent. He has voted for Trump before. A lot of people know him. He's a very real individual. I follow him. He says that this dude ran a next level campaign. Republicans should probably take notes instead of screaming terrorists and making their whole personality about nearly 80-year-old who endorses Lindsey Graham. So he's coming at the Trump supporters who are here, basically saying that this dude sucks, but he actually won because he ran a good campaign. I'm not sure 100% about that stance. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This was the Democratic primary. Now, we're going to see if this guy wins by a lot. If he wins by a lot against Curtis Lewa, then I think that the people made that decision. But many people are voting for him. I'm looking into him. We're finding things. Donald Trump, the president, has come out and called him what he is, which is a 100% communist lunatic who wants to basically socialize grocery stores. in the name of price gouging. But we know where this ends up. We know where this goes. And this is the first project that is going to be at that level. It's going to be at that level. So, hey, we're going to see. It's going to be pretty crazy. If you guys haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button. I'm sorry about some of the technical difficulties I had during this live stream. We'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I want to make sure that I make these live streams. I got this new Wi-Fi box while I'm in New York City. I am in New York City. People are up in arms. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to think. All they saw was this Muslim young man who was about 35. I'm not sure how old he is, but I know he's young. AOC was pushing him. AOC was hugging him in the streets. AOC is not really from the, like, when are we going to get a real person from New York City to represent the people of New York City and the struggles that New York City actually goes through? This is all theater. And this looks like an experiment, in my opinion. It looks like an experiment that could go extremely wrong, especially when you have socialists like AOC with a huge name that haven't done anything, really. So please make sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be keeping track of this while I'm in New York City. I love y'all. And y'all better pray to y'all imaginary God. Then we got some people saying, what about you, Lou? No, I'm good. I'm good on running. I'm good on running. Maybe one day I'll come back to New York City. But my home is Texas. I knew that eventually New York City will fall. And it's going to fall very, very hard, in my opinion, if they start experimenting with things like this, especially in these large cities. It's going to get pretty crazy. It's going to get very confusing for a lot of people. Yeah, state-owned groceries is a NWO thing. He didn't run a good campaign. He lied about a bunch of promises, says here, your boy, Road Boy. He says he lied about a bunch of free stuff he can't give. Eric Adams said Zoran had power to give free bus rides the last 4 years and didn't do it. Yeah, so that's how they get in there. They start promising all this free stuff, and it makes people want to vote, knowing that that's not the way life works. I'm going to be honest with you. That is not the way life works. Life is not this free stuff thing. Once you start giving the government that type of control, we start to get into very dangerous territories. Just go back to 2020. Go back to the lockdowns. Go back to this. There's a reason why Trump is screaming from the top of his chest about this guy, for sure. But we're going to see exactly what happens. Maybe Trump, maybe he backs the Republican nominee, being Curtis Lewa. Maybe he backs him. Maybe not. Well, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys on the next one.